Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I Muhammad Abdul Habib welcome you all to AIMS tutorial for accounts. In this video, I will be explaining the chapter Preparation of Subsidiary Books for Intermediate First Year Students for Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education. Chapter 4, and another this chapter we are going to discuss the topic opening entry or general proper. Let us have a problem. Page number 117, question number 6. Write opening entry on 1st April 2019 from the following. So here are some of the assets and liabilities given. Debtors 16,000, creditors 12,000, bills receivable 8,500, furniture 4,500, bank overdraft 5,000, business premises 30,000. So now you are required to pass opening entry. The format for opening entry or general proper is same as that of journal entries, that is date, particulars, LF, which stands for ledger folio, debit amount rupees, credit amount rupees. So you are required to pass the opening entry on 1st April 2019. So the date is taken as 2019 April 1st. So before writing the opening entry, just keep these 5 names in mind, or write these 5 names as a part of your working notes. Sundry creditors, bills payable, bank loan, bank overdraft, outstanding expenses. These names will be recorded on credit side. Other than these names, those names will be recorded on debit side. So let us have a look of the names. Debtors. Debtors is not among those 5 names. So debtors 16,000 will be recorded on debit side. So here you will be writing it as debtors account debit. It is given as 16,000. So 16,000 will be recorded on debit side. After debtors we have creditors. Creditors is among those 5 names, so it will be recorded on credit side. So for time being, keep creditors aside. First we'll be writing all the names which are to be recorded on debit side. Next we have bills receivable. Bills receivable is not among those 5 names. Among those 5 names we have bills payable, but bills receivable is not a part of those 5 names. So bills receivable, it is an asset, it will be recorded on debit side. Bills receivable is given as 8,500. So bills receivable will be written on debit side as bills receivable account debit. 8,500 will be recorded on debit side. Next, after bills receivable we have furniture 4,500. Furniture is not among those 5 names and furniture is an asset. It will be recorded on debit side as furniture account debit 4,500. So now you will be writing furniture account debit. Furniture account debit 4,500 will be recorded on debit side. Next, after furniture we have bank overdraft 5,000. Bank overdraft is a liability. It is among those 5 names, so it will be recorded on credit side. For time being, keep bank overdraft aside. Next, after bank overdraft we have business premises 30,000. Business premises is not among those 5 names. Business premises, it is an asset. It will be recorded on debit side and the amount is given as 30,000. So it will be recorded as business premises account debit and the amount is given as 30,000. So 30,000 will be recorded on debit side. So after completing all the items which are to be recorded on debit side, now you will be writing the items which are to be recorded on credit side. So on credit side we have 2 items. One is creditor 12,000 and other one, first we have creditors 12,000, next we have bank overdraft 5,000. So these 2 names, creditors 12,000 and bank overdraft 5,000, will be recorded on credit side. So here you will be writing it as 2 creditors account. The amount is given as 12,000. So 12,000 will be recorded on credit side. Next we have, after creditors we have bank overdraft. So bank overdraft will be recorded on credit side. Bank overdraft account and the amount of bank overdraft is given as 5,000. So 5,000 will be recorded on credit side. So after creditors and bank overdraft we will be finding capital. How do we find capital? Applying the formula capital is equals to total assets minus total liabilities. So how do we get total assets? We will be adding all the items which we have recorded on debit side. So 16,000 plus 4,000, 20,000, 20 plus 30, 50,000, 50,000 plus 8,000, 58,000 plus 1,000, 59,000. So the total of debit amount is 59,000. So total assets will become 59,000. We will be writing total assets as 59,000 minus Total liabilities means adding all the items which we have recorded on credit side. 12,000 plus 5,000, it is 17,000. So subtracting 17,000 from 59,000. First we will be subtracting 10,000 from 59,000. 59,000 minus 10,000, it will be 49,000. Then subtracting 7,000 from 49,000. 49,000 minus 7,000, the value is 42,000. So this will be your answer, which you will be writing it as capital 42,000. And the narration will be being last year balances brought forward. Hope you have understood the topic and hope you have liked my video. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel AIMS Tutorial for Accounts. And if you are a new subscriber to my channel, don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications. Do like my video, post your valuable comments, and do share it with your friends, relatives and all. One share can help someone to learn something. See you all in next video. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.